Hi, welcome to West LA Talkback. My name's Alyssa Contreras, and here today as our special guest is Dr. Gilmore, head of the Learn program. Welcome, Dr. Gilmore.
It's a pleasure to be here today.
Well, it's a pleasure to have you here. Tell me a little bit more about Project Learn and what your goals are.
Well, Project Learn is a program, actually a grant that is in place here at West Los Angeles College. And the purpose of the grant is to help energize African American students so that it will increase the transfer rate, the graduation rate, and then just to help in the community upcoming students that are in the high schools and junior high schools. So we're trying to increase transfer, graduation, and just the whole interest in higher education.
Okay. And how would you help your students handle that stress of going through the process of, the transfer process and, all of that?
Well, as a psychologist, I found that exercise and finding someone that you can trust to talk to does a lot of good. Some people speak to their pets. Some people just go out and talk to nature. So it just depends. But exercising and finding someone that you can trust to talk to really helps a lot.
Okay. And also, I wanted to ask this question. I know about Project Learn, and is it limited to only a certain type of student, or is it open to all students?
That's a very good question. Project Learn is initially, the grant was devised for African American males. As you may or may not know, African American males are really suffering and have low numbers as far as graduation and transfer. Okay. But to our understanding that we found that a lot of women and other students of all ethnicities are really interested in Project Learn, and so we are inclusive of everyone.
Okay, all right. And so do you have any advice for students that are going through this program?
What we have at Project Learn, we have workshops. So we have workshops, various workshops throughout the year on how to study, stress management, time management. We have tutoring, mentoring, and we have advising. So we try to give the student a complete complement of what the things that we find that they'll need to be successful not only here but in society as they leave and come on and off the campus.
And I also understand that the students that you do have in your project, they help mentor other students. Can you explain that to me a little bit more?
Well, what we do, and part of the philosophy of Project Learn is we bring students to a point where they're able to be peer mentors. So a student that is marginally weak in maybe math or English, we, through tutoring them and through the resources that we have, we bring them to a point where they're able to tutor other students. And that way, that helps empower them, and it's a source of giving back.
How successful is this program into getting students into four-year colleges or whatever college they choose to go to?
Well, out of the 200 students that we currently have enrolled, we have over 40 students that are transferring to universities as UCLA, Berkeley, USC. Seems like wherever they're wanting to be accepted at, they're getting in.
How long has this program been in place?
Well, the program has been in place, I believe, 3 years, and this is my first year here in the program.
Okay. And how are you managing all of it? Since it's your first year, there's a lot of things that are left up to you to decide on. Like, how are you managing all of that?
Well, I work very closely with Dr. Foster. She's actually the director of the program from the standpoint of the grant. And then there's another comrade or person that I work with, Anita Porter. And so with the three of us, we have a lot of support.
Do you have any needs for a larger facility at all?
Absolutely. We need a larger facility because as we're growing, we're running out of resources in where we're currently at. Yes, absolutely.
This was Talkback at West LA College. I'm Alyssa Contreras. Thank you, Dr. Gilmore, for talking with us.
It's my pleasure.